Hey everyone, welcome to a thrilling and bloody adventure that is about to unfold. Just imagine the pain when the glass went towards the kid. While Harry was wrapped in agony, his phone suddenly rang. It was his wife calling, which made Harry tense up. With trembling hands, Harry picked up the phone, and at this moment, each of his friends' greetings felt like a sharp sword piercing deeply into his heart. He quickly hung up, glancing at the child's body, which had just moments ago been full of life, now a gruesome mess. Harry couldn't bear to look any more. Hurriedly wrapping the child up, he laid him on the couch and caught a whiff of the baby's sweet smell, kissing him hoping it was just a nightmare, only to get a whiff of hot poop instead. Turns out the baby was wailing because he had done a stinky, and Harry was just mindlessly carrying him around, and this is how disaster struck. Harry took out a fresh diaper to change the baby, marking his first ever dad duty. And this was likely the very last occasion he'd change a diaper for his child ever. Maybe his wife didn't really think the table was ugly, she was just instinctively opposed to those thin, sharp things. But it's too late now. Soon the phone rang again, and his wife asked which wine to buy. Something nice for the coffee table, she said, but Harry panicked and hung up, leaving his confused wife thinking it was Harry's attitude that was the problem. So she immediately called back. "Aren't you asleep yet? What's going on? Just get a bottle of wine for peace. Are you still not asleep? You're such a silly goose." Harry listened silently to his wife's scolding. He knew this woman wouldn't let it go. If she was this mad over a phone call, how would she react to the death of her child? Harry couldn't even imagine. Harry quickly scooped up the baby, grabbed a giant stuffed toy, and laid the baby in the crib, acting like a frantic murderer. He began cleaning, but after 10 years, Harry never did housework. He was as clueless as an alien. Not even knowing where the cloth and cleaner were, it turned out not everything was run by his wife. But he was the one supposed to manage. Harry hated himself for knowing all this only after the tragedy involving a child. Right now, the urgent task was to clean up the helpless. He went to his neighbor for cleaning supplies, but froze seeing Harry's bloodstains. "Are you still causing trouble?" "I'm fixing a room," the neighbor said. "What do you need, buddy?" "I'll give it tomorrow. Better for tonight," Harry said ambiguously, figuring out the chaos. Harry didn't think twice about the neighbor's kid's attitude, unaware that this little rascal was about to pull him into deep trouble. After getting the cleaning supplies, Harry ran into the neighbor bringing over screws that only added to his stress. This guy was a big talker full of lies, yet he wanted to come in and personally help. Harry firmly declined, but this big talker loved easy customers and insisted on giving Harry a lottery ticket. "Congratulations. You're definitely gonna get whacked," Harry thought angrily, having just won the jackpot with the same million-to-1 odds. Someone's celebration, someone else's hell. After trying to calm down, Harry began the cleanup. He muscled through, scooping up shards of glass, wiping the carpet clean, but no matter how hard he tried, the blood on the carpet just wouldn't budge, so Harry found himself kneeling and scrubbed furiously, only to spot the baby's severed head rolling beneath the chair. Trembling, Harry reached for it, but the moment he saw the child's tiny face, he yanked his hand back. That was his baby, only made things worse. His heart twisted painfully out of control. Just then, his wife's text came through. She'd be home in 30 minutes. Harry panicked and dashed to the bathroom to wash off the evidence. He bandaged his hand, then sat in the living room staring at the two little butterballs, a single tear slipping down quietly. But before Harry could process his regret, the doorbell rang, making his heart race. He couldn't even begin to explain the situation to his wife. Just then, she moved to jump off the balcony, but the doorbell rang incessantly. Remembering his wife had no keys, Harry returned. Upon opening the door, his wife immediately questioned why he took so long. Stammering, Harry fumbled for words. He stuttered that he was just putting the kid to sleep, and since it was about the baby, she let it slide. Seeing the pool of blood inside, she froze. Harry explained it shattered while assembling the coffee table. "The glass shattered all of a sudden, cutting my hand," he stammered, causing the carpet to be stained red with blood. Upon hearing this, his wife couldn't contain her overjoyed excitement for a moment and was completely absorbed in her delight, failing to notice anything unusual about Harry. She laughed while heading to the kitchen to cook, leaving Harry frozen in place, tears escaping his eyes. Meanwhile, from the kitchen, Harry was startled by his wife's laughter, which resonated like an enchanting but haunting melody. With heavy steps, he trudged towards the kitchen, only to discover her indulging in the reminiscence of her own foolish deeds. "Sydney. Oh my God!" She laughed so hard she could barely stand. It had been ages since she laughed this freely. Happiness built on others' pain, seeing Harry's glum face made her satisfaction soar. "See? Totally worth it," she exclaimed about the table just for this moment. Harry stayed silent. He just chopped onions with all his might, but then his wife took off her apron to go check on the baby. Harry's heart sank, gripping his knife tightly as he tailed behind her, seeing her approach the nursery. "Wait, Mary. You go check on him, okay? You go eat. I'll manage everything. I'll make lunch for Mom. You go do that. I just want to make sure you eat." He tried to buy some time. His wife thought Harry was finally stepping up and felt somewhat comforted. Suddenly, Harry yelled her name, seriously confessing, "You know I love you, right? I'm really into you since we've been through so much."